All right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, should we say the lunchtime edition, the lunchtime trading room? I think so. Welcome back to the trading room, the lunchtime 12 p.m. trading room. We're going to just feed you guys with a good, some good setups, some 500 grams worth of setups, some medium rare setups for you guys, right? Just for lunchtime. I hope you guys are doing well. We are back. We started with the morning one. At 9:30 we were live. We looked at a few setups during that first session. If you missed it, you can just go ahead and watch once you're done with this one. And yeah, we're gonna see what has happened, right? It's been a slow day so far. So in the morning, just to do a recap on what we have been looking at, we spoke about Euro USD. We went over Euro USD for a buy. It did push a bit towards the upside when we spoke about it. And yeah, so right now there is a correction that's taking place, right? There's a correction that's taking place. This is what I spoke about the last time. All right, so this is the reason why I didn't jump in. Imagine you jumped in when price was somewhere here, right? You see what's happening right now. Yeah, so that's why it's important to wait for the correction, and then to, once the correction is done, you continue, you jump on the trend. All right, so with Euro USD, this is what's happening with Euro USD, right? It's already pushed up. So there's a correction forming right now. All right, so we're just looking for a continuation up. I already know where I'm gonna get my trade, so we're just waiting for price just to commit. All right, so there's a correction forming. We are bullish on this one, anticipating price to push towards the upside. All right, either go back to this high, or go back to that high there, that previous high. All right, so that is what we are watching out for. So just an intraday move all the way to that high there. Just an intraday move all the way to this high. All right, so that is the setup we spoke about this morning. We also looked at GBP USD. All right. Before I continue, actually, where are my menace? Right. Let me just acknowledge people who are watching us here. I just went straight into it. Let me just acknowledge the people that are here. All right. We've got Jules. Good afternoon. We can see you, Jules. We've got Tanya, as always. Tanya, always a pleasure. We've got Onalena is there as well. Welcome back, Onalena. I'm feeling a bit fluish, guys. All right, so just excuse me if now and then I just mute the sound. I'm feeling a bit fluish. All right, we've got Onalena. Welcome. Good afternoon. Batico, we can see you. Neta again. Petunia, welcome. Isham again. Jason, welcome. Peter, Kele. Yeah, I think the guys are back, right? And we're sitting on 22 viewers. Sitting on 22 viewers right now, 8 likes. All right. Young Sunny, we can see you. Good afternoon. Yeah, let's get right into it, right? It's a Monday. Getting started, just setting the tone for the week. So, like I said, we looked at Euro USD, all right? We looked at Euro USD. Remember, guys, all right, if you find your setup, right, obviously my setups are different to yours. All right, my setups are different to yours. My entries are different to yours. If you find your entries, you can go ahead. All right, you can go ahead. As you guys can see, I haven't found my entries yet, but if you find yours, you can go ahead. GBP USD, we spoke about GBP USD as well. You see how it came back to test this demand zone. It came back to test that demand zone. All right, so we're looking for a continuation towards the upside. I'm on the 1 hour time frame right now. Gordons and Stone can assist with the cold. Gordons. Gordons. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with Gordons, but you'll never see me drink. Hey man, where's Ash? Hey man, look, there's nothing wrong. I've got no issues with Gordons, but you'll never see me drink Gordons. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, that was a good one. Gordons with Stone. Hey man, you'll never see me have Gordons. You'll never see me have Gordons. There's nothing wrong with it. Yo, I didn't anticipate someone. And with Stone. So wait. Let me get this right. Gordons is gin. How can you have gin with Stone? Maybe, I don't know, right? I'm not a gin person, but can you have gin with Stone? That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Yo, Onalinda, gin with Stone. Hey man, look, I didn't know that. Buticle says brandy and ginger works. So this is how you guys cure your flu with alcohol. Yeah, this is how you guys cure your flu with alcohol. Yeah. You know, I find that interesting. So this is how I cure mine. Right there. This is how I cure mine. I can see Ash is on the chat. Ash, listen, man. I'm seeing the guys. The guys are recommending how I can, cure my flu. Just alcohol, brandy, gin, just alcohol. I don't know, Ash, but this is what I use. I've got my medication right here. Hey, that's funny. Hey, yeah, that's funny. Oh, damn. Hey, yeah, no, guys. I think no. So this is what I use. I've got my meds here with me, right? And yeah. So hey, anyway, what does the alcohol? Yeah, that's a very good question. What does the alcohol do? What does the alcohol do? Hey, you guys killed me. All right, we've got my brother Ash on the chat right now. All right, let me just hoye popopo. Yo. There we go. You know how we do it. All right. So let's get back to work, guys. All right. So as I was saying, this morning we looked at Euro USD for a continuation towards the upside, an intraday move. So I already know where I'm gonna get my trade. All right. So just waiting. I wanna see if price will come back and tap this region. Right. I wanna see if price will come back and tap this region before we can continue pushing towards the upside. So yeah. So Euro USD, I'm on standby with that one. We also spoke about GBP USD. GBP USD, which is trading, which is retesting that demand zone. So with GBP USD, the outlook here is we want this to tap to bounce on this demand zone. I can see there was the first attempt. The first attempt. So let's see if there's going to be a second attempt. But I'm looking at price breaking the structure here, right? If price breaks above this line, which is the previous structure, then I'll be looking for some upside. All right. So if it fails to break this demand zone, it's going to give us a different outlook altogether. But let's see if it will break the demand zone. All right. So that's what we spoke about. And then Euro Yen, we spoke about Euro Yen as well, a buy on Euro Yen. All of them are correcting at the moment. All right. All of them are correcting at the moment. Yeah, definitely. The CPI is tomorrow. Yeah, guys, we are going to have the CPI session tomorrow. All right. So yeah, we're going to have the CPI session tomorrow at 2 p.m. So don't forget to join us. We've got Euro JPY as well. So correcting, looking for a higher low. All right. Once we find that higher low, then we are looking to resume the trend. All right. And then we spoke about Euro Pound. Now with Euro Pound, this is going to be more like a trade for the week. If it forms, of course, it's going to be a trade of the week. All right. So I've got my buy limit. Actually, I've got my buy limit there. So I've got my buy limit on that 161.8 FIP extension level. So if price was to come back down, I'm anticipating that to turn on the 161.8 before it goes back to complete, right? That 161.8 Fibonacci level is one of the strongest Fibonacci levels, right? It's called the golden ratio. So your 61.8, 161.8, 261.8, as long as it has 61.8, those are referred to as the golden ratio. So with this setup here, right, there's a possibility that price may attempt to push down one more time and then come back down here. If it does that, then that's where my buy limit is, and obviously from there anticipating price to push up. All right. So two possibilities here. Either we're going to come back down one more time, or we're just going to break, towards the upside from where price is. At the moment, this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking right now. All right. The market is trying to break out of this. The market is trying to break out of this. All right. So we just need a break out of that, the break out of structure. And if we can get a correction, then there's going to be a continuation. So price won't come back down here. But if price aggressively reverses and shoots down, all right, so gonna look at this low for some trading opportunities there. All right. So with Euro Pound set on this one, right? I'm bullish on this one. So yeah, this one, it might not form today. It might be a trade for, a setup for the week. So we just have to wait and see, right? Wait and see. But Euro Yen could form today. It could happen today, right? Just looking for a continuation up. So Euro Yen, we could get it today. GBP USD, we could get it today if it bounces from this demand zone. If not, it's going to give us a different outlook. And then Euro USD as well, looking for a higher low before we proceed towards the upside. All right. Before we proceed towards the upside. So this is what we spoke about. We also had a look at gold and silver, right? We also had a look at gold and silver. We said gold, the problem with gold is that the move has already started. The sell that you guys took last week, right? That's where it started to move. So where it is right now, we may get, a trade we may not get a trade. We'll have to wait and see. But the move actually already started last week. The same with silver. Silver, the move started last week around here. Right, so where it is right now, it might form, it might not form. So we'll just have to wait and see. But if we get a continuation towards the downside, then obviously, you know, we're looking at that. So we just have to wait and see what silver and gold is going to give us today. All right. So yeah, so our eyes are on Euro USD. Is this session recorded? It's live on YouTube. So yeah, so you will find it on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. So you will find it there on YouTube. All right. Great stuff. So guys, yeah, I'm very keen on Euro GBP, right? And obviously my take profit is gonna be let me show you. My take profit is gonna be let me see, that is 0.86200. 0.86200. Yeah, my take profit is gonna be here. Right, so once we get that bounce there, my take profit is gonna be on this retest, basically. On that retest there, right? I'm very keen on this one. I'm very keen on euro pound for some upside. So we'll see throughout the week. We're gonna monitor this throughout the week. We're gonna monitor this throughout the week, right? So if your setup appears, then you can go for it, right? I know right now breakout traders are coming in. So breakout traders right now are coming in. So I prefer to wait for the retest, right? So you see how we are breaking out right now. Breakout traders are in, maybe in a slight profit. I'm simply going to wait for a correction which could retest before I jump in. So if you find your setup, you may obviously go for it. GBP USD, let's see what GBP USD is going to do. If GBP USD breaks towards the downside, you see, as it is right now, this is the demand area, right? This is the demand zone. If it fails to respect this demand zone, if it fails to respect it, because according to this demand zone, we're looking for a continuation up. But if it fails to respect this demand zone, it's going to give us this, which will give us a different outlook altogether, yeah? Which will give us a different outlook altogether. So let's see, right? We are looking for a continuation up. Euro USD looking for a continuation. So this is the correction I was talking about. There could be a correction. So I'm waiting to see if it will tap if it will tap the structure. You see that? I'm waiting to see if it will tap the structure one more time before it goes up, because that's where I'm thinking my entry is gonna be. All right. So just standing by on this one. All right. But I'm confident that Euro yen is gonna give us that move this week. Well, today actually, I'm confident that you're gonna get this today. We may even look at it this way. We may even want, this resistance to break, but I'm confident this one, we're gonna get it today. Might be later on in the day, we'll see. All right. The way it is right now, after this aggressive move up, if you take your Fibonacci, right, you draw your Fibonacci on this candle like this, on the bullish candle. It hasn't hit the 50. I think it hit the 38.2. It hasn't hit the 50. So let's see. Whatever happens, whether it hits the 50 or not, it will give us a continuation towards the upside. All right. So yeah, I'm very interested in this one. Very interested in this one. All right. Yeah, I think euro yen, keep a very close eye on it. Euro pound is gonna take a bit of time, because this one is a swing trade. We wanna swing it all the way back to that. So it might take like weeks. It might take a couple of weeks for it to reach that zone. So you would be in a trade, hold on to it up until it gets there. It might take like 2 weeks to go there. So that's a swing trade, right? That's a swing trade. Yeah, so this one, we'll just keep looking at it. So this is what we spoke about this morning, guys, all right? This is what we're keeping an eye on. I want to avoid looking at a lot of charts at once, because we are bound to miss other setups, all right? So I'm just going to add 2 more on what we have right now. I'm going to add 2 more charts. I'm going to add 2 more charts where definitely there's going to be a trading opportunity. So we've got CAD yen as well as AUD yen. Let's have a look at CAD yen, AUD yen. So we'll come back to these ones, all right? So I've been keeping a close eye on CAD JPY, guys, right? For you guys know my thoughts on CAD JPY, NZD JPY, AUD JPY. So let's include AUD JPY and CAD JPY, right? So let us start with CAD JPY, all right? Looking at CAD JPY's price action, let me show you what's happening here, all right? I'm gonna do a top-down analysis from the weekly going down to the daily, right? So CAD yen on this weekly time frame here, all right? We have broken the structure towards the downside, right? And then on the structure, this is where liquidity is basically here, right? Liquidity is below the structure. That's why we are seeing a demand zone as well. So there's a demand zone. So actually price actually tapped this demand zone, right? So we are looking at a situation where within this bullish structure, price broke the previous structure only to grab liquidity, also to bounce on the demand zone. That's giving us a what's this word? Confluence. That's giving us enough confluence, right? So in a situation like this, our outlook would be to look for that continuation of the trend. Anywhere around this zone, would look for the continuation of the trend. All right. So it seems like price has already, started to move, because on the lower time frame we are seeing a change of structure now. So we already had this bounce here. All right. Now price broke this previous structure, although it was not a very aggressive break, but we broke the structure, came back for the retest for like a correction. Now seems like we are resuming the trend towards the upside, right? So the continuation of the trend seems like has already started. It has already started, all right? So from here on, as long as we don't break below this, what I would take as a C wave, as a higher low, as long as we don't break below this higher low, we should be pushing towards the upside from where price is actually. All right. So it has already started. So now what I see here is there could be a breakout on this one. Something like this, a breakout like this. You see that? Effectively, this was a reversal structure, effectively, right? So with euro yen, I'm looking at this, looking for a breakout of, on this. We could get a break and retest, but as long as price breaks out first, then that could be a nice opportunity towards the upside. All right. So I've been carefully watching this. So you see the move has already started, right? The move has already started. A can't take a trade where the market is because it has not broken out of this resistance here. You know, you might enter thinking we're gonna break, only to come back down one more time before we go up. So it would be, you know, it's important to wait for this to break first, right? Let's get the momentum pushing towards the upside. So CAD JPY, another one maybe that we can basically have a look at for some upside. All right, another one we can look at for some upside. This is going to be a swing trade as well, right? It might not form today, it might form tomorrow or Wednesday. We do have CAD interest rates later on the week, later on this week. Let me just have a look. It's on Wednesday. On Wednesday we do have the CAD interest rates. All right. Just 1 second, guys. There we go. All right, so that's going to happen on Wednesday. So we'll see. But in terms of the overall structure, CAD JPY is bullish in terms of the overall structure. So we'll see what's going to happen. No changes expected. So it seems like the Bank of Canada is going to keep rates unchanged at 2.25%. So we should get that push towards the upside, remaining unchanged, you know. So yeah, so we're going to have a look at that one. Yeah, so CAD JPY. So Euro Pound and CAD JPY, these are swings, all right? These are swings. These are swings all the way back to this high there. But we'll have our own take profits along the way, but all the way back to that high. So yeah, so this one is the one that might not give us today. And then you've got AUD JPY. AUD JPY, this one could form today. Actually, because it is similar price action to CAD JPY. All right, so as you take a look at this one, what's happening here is I foresee AUD JPY pushing back to this high, pushing back to that high. All right, it is because this structure is done. You see how price came back down to this low, right? You will notice there price reversed from that high, right? Price reversed from that high. So as it was pushing down, it was coming back to the low, which is this low, because this low is responsible for that high. All right, so price was coming back down to this low. So where it is right now, it's done, it's complete. All right, so we're seeing a bit of a reversal here. We're seeing a bit of a reversal. Look at structure, look at what structure is doing. Let me show you what structure is doing here. Let me just do this. There we go. We're seeing a bit of a reversal around this area. Right, price failed to break below, aggressively pushed up, broke the previous structure. Right, it first broke this one, came back for a test of this low, and then it went up to break this one. So definitely the structure here has changed towards the upside. So this is the continuation pattern we are in at the moment. So you see now, because the structure is breaking towards the upside and has turned bullish, this is where now we'd be looking for a break towards the upside. A break towards the upside. All right. So this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. Cool. So a couple of things, guys, right? A couple of things on this one. Price might come back down again to this low. Price might come back down again to this low one more time. If it happens, then there's going to be a good move towards the upside. So that possibility is there. right? We may get a continuation where price is, but if we all of a sudden see price drop, it's coming back down to this low before it continues towards the upside, right? So either we're going to get it from this low or where price is. So looking at the current price, you see euro yen. What euro yen is doing, it would be what we are looking for on this one here, right? It would be what we are looking for on this one right here. So, whoa, this mouse is dancing all over the screen. So if you find your setup, right, if you find your setup, definitely you can go for it. We are, it's trying to look for a higher low. It's trying to look for a higher low around this area. It's trying to look for the higher low. So yeah, so we're looking for a continuation towards the upside. So the same thing on euro yen. It's the same thing with euro yen as well. All right, let's see what. Okay, so not done. Okay, so these setups are not done as yet. Euro USD not done as yet. GBP not done as yet. So euro pound. Yeah, euro pound very soon. Very soon, very soon. CAD JPY, it's just gonna be one for this week. Euro pound one for this week. AUD JPY, we may get it today, right? We may get it today, and we'll be looking for this to go all the way back to that high, right? But we'll have our own TPs along the way. We'll have our own TPs along the way. Whoa, wait. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. There we go. Okay, we are back. Yeah, all right, we are back. Yeah, so euro JPY, this is what we're looking for. So definitely I would say euro yen, euro JPY for today, these are the setups that we might get for today, right? If not, then they're gonna continue into tomorrow, and then we'll see GBP USD, euro USD. We'll see tomorrow. We've got the US CPI that's coming out. US CPI is coming out, so we'll have to wait and see what's gonna happen there. All right, we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, let's see AUD JPY. We'll see right there. Euro JPY, yeah, AUD JPY. Yeah, it's trying to continue towards the upside. There we go. So the daily candle, there's no issue with that. Yeah, so what we're looking for is a break above this. Then we're anticipating a push towards the upside. It's about to break. All right, AUD. Let me see what NZD is doing actually. Let me do this. Yeah. Yeah, no. AUD JPY is the one. AUD JPY is the one. So we're looking for a break. It's about to break right now. We're looking for a break. As long as it clears out of 112.5, it clears out of that, then we are likely going to see a push towards the upside. All right, so standing by, and then euro yen, we just need to wait a little bit. But again, if you find your setups, all right, all right, sorry guys, let me just see. All right. Great stuff. I think everything is set. Let me see. Are we still there, guys? Are we still there? Are we still there? It's a Monday. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. Are we still there? AUD JPY is breaking towards the upside. AUD JPY is breaking towards the upside. So just about 20-30 pips to go. Whoa. I don't know what I've just done there, but anyway. Right. At least back to that area right there. All right. I think AUD JPY is the only one so far for today. We are waiting on Euro JPY. I think later on it's gonna develop, and then Euro USD is gonna come, right? Just waiting on it. GBP USD is trying to bounce on this demand zone. Once it bounces, gives us a higher low, then we are pushing back up. All right. For today, I'm not gonna focus on gold and silver for me personally for today. All right. We'll see those ones tomorrow during the CPI, but they are moving. Right, seems like they are starting to move. They are starting to move. I can see gold is continuing its move towards the downside. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at gold for me personally, right? I think with Euro USD, GBP USD, I'm good. I'll leave out gold and silver for tomorrow. Something is happening. Why is it aggressively pushing up? Something is happening. There are no reports scheduled, but something just happened here. I'm not sure what it is. We'll have a look. All right. We'll have a look. All right. Yeah, so AUD JPY and Euro JPY, I think these are the ones for this mid-afternoon, early afternoon. All right, so now we're waiting now. All right, now we're waiting. I'm not sure what's actually happening here with gold, but you know, the structure was bullish overall. I think something just accelerated price. I think there might be a breaking news or something. I'll just have to check quickly this site. Let's see, where are we? I don't see anything as yet, but I guess throughout the day something will be posted. Yeah. So AUD JPY and Euro JPY, these are the ones for so far, you know, for today. And then we are keeping an eye on GBP USD and Euro USD. All right. While we're waiting for these ones, this CAD JPY is going to be a good one. This one is going to be a nice one. CAD JPY is going to be a nice one. Looking at where it's coming from, probabilities are high that this structure is going to break, price will go up. All right. While we're waiting, guys, let's have a look at the cryptos quickly here. Right. I'm going to switch to our exchange. I'm going to switch to our exchange where you can definitely, you know, sign up for, where is it? All right, there we go. All right, so our TD Markets exchange, guys, you can sign up for an account. If you go to our TD Markets website, on the tabs at the top, there is TDME website, right? If you guys want to trade derivatives live on our exchange, just simply click there, sign up for an account, and then just a quick process, and then it will take you to our exchange, which looks something like this, right? This is where you can trade derivatives, your crypto live on the exchange. You can do that on the MetaTrader 5, but remember, that's not an exchange, right? You can do it on exchange as well, right? So let's have a look while we're waiting for, my goodness. All right, things just shifted here. Just 1 second, guys. Things just shifted. There we go. We are back. While we're waiting for those setups to form, right? I think, let me just see. There's a question. On CAD-JPY, are you waiting for a break and retest? Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. Let's quickly go back. Let's quickly go back to it. Right, let's quickly go back to it. So on CAD-JPY, I'm first waiting for a break, and I want that break to create a higher high, right? I'm waiting for a break and the retest after that, right? So a break and the retest. So it could be a retest of this. Let me show you here. It could be a retest of this structure right here. There we go. You see how there's been some resistance here. Yeah, this one very simple, guys. It's going to be a simple one. It's going to be a simple one. You're just looking for a break, right? And personally, I'm going to wait for a retest personally, right? Because I always consider the retest. So that's basically what I'm looking for. And then this should be a move that is going to take us either back to this high. That's going to take us back to this high, or back to that high, or ultimately just resume the trend. You see how it is? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right. So let's go back to the exchange. All right. So what we're seeing here, guys, right? Just make sure that you know, open an account there. All right. Open an account, and then definitely we will definitely hook you up with this. All right. Definitely hook you up with this. All right. So what are we seeing here, guys? We are simply seeing, I'm on Bitcoin right now, right? I'm on Bitcoin right now. And Bitcoin, we are looking at, wait, it's not, I don't know why it's not showing. Let me just do this. Just 1 second here, guys. Euro USD up next. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at that. We're gonna have a look at that. All right. We're gonna have a look at that. Wait, where am I now? All right, there we go. Okay. So let's just open this Bitcoin chart. In fact, let me go to Ethereum. Let me start with Ethereum. All right. To all the crypto lovers out there, let's have a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is printing nice price action. All right. So this is what Ethereum is doing. So Ethereum has completed all right. So Ethereum has completed, there we go. Ethereum has gone back to this high, right? So it has completed that move there. So you see now, I know for a fact that there's divergence here, right? Between this high and that high. I know there's divergence here between these two highs. So therefore, it's telling us that another signal that price is going to go down, all right? So if I was looking at Ethereum, I would be looking for for a short. I would be looking for a short on Ethereum. All right, if I was looking at Ethereum, simple, I would be looking for a short because now we are bouncing from that high. I think I'm on the daily time frame. I'm on the daily time frame right now. So look at what the daily time frame is doing. Right, maybe this could be another trade for this week as well. Right, on the daily time frame, you can see this is the daily candle. It broke past the previous candle, which is this one. Right, it broke past this previous candle. Right, now we want it to break below this low, the low of this candle. So you see right now, it spiked out of that candle and then spiked that entire zone. So now this candle, the previous low candle, which is here, if we can get a break past that low there, then chances are tomorrow we're going to be looking at a continuation towards the downside. Right, chances are tomorrow we're going to be looking at this. All right, towards the downside, where we may get just a retest and a continuation down, right, up until we reach this low. Up until we reach this low. There we go. This is just by looking at the daily candles. These are the daily candles, right? We even gone to the lower time frames. So with the daily candles, this is what we're looking at, right? One more push down. So let me go to the lower time frame. Let's see what maybe the 4 hour is looking, the 1 hour. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just looking for a break. So what I would do is I would wait for the daily candle to close. So I wouldn't do anything. I would want the daily candle to close. And if it closes below, it's going to give me direction for tomorrow. Right? Direction for tomorrow. So I would leave my chart on the daily chart. Yeah, I would leave my chart like this, just waiting for the daily candlestick to break. All right. What are derivatives? Derivatives are financial instruments that derives their price from the actual currency or asset, right? Like for instance, you see how it's written derivatives here at the top. It means you can trade derivatives, right? On our exchange, you can trade derivatives, and these are crypto derivatives. So what this means is that a derivative is a type of financial instrument where it derives its price from the real, asset, from that asset. So if we're looking at right now, you see right now I'm on Ethereum, right? The price of Ethereum right now, this market, this pricing that you see derives its price from Ethereum. So it's not like a tweak. There's no tweak somewhere. There's no manipulation somewhere. There's none of that. It derives its price from there. So you can trade that type of derivative, right, on our exchange. So that is basically what derivatives are. They are the type of financial instrument or assets that derive their price or pricing from the actual asset. The actual asset. So in between, there is no middleman to manipulate price in between. So that is what derivatives are. All right, cool stuff. So let's see what Ethereum, let's wait on this daily candle. We'll look at this daily candle tomorrow to see if it has broken below. If it has broken below, and then we'll take it from there. All right. And then if you look at Bitcoin, in fact, before we go to Bitcoin, let's just have a look at our setups here quickly. Let's just go through our setups here quickly before we go to Bitcoin. Remember, we're looking at Euro Pound. GBP USD is coming nicely. Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. All right. There we go. So, okay. So let me switch. I hope you guys saw the setup. All right. Let me switch back to the MetaTrader. Where are we? This is where we are. There we go. All right. So this is where we are right now. So Yeah, so my order has just been triggered in, right? My order on AUDJP has just been triggered in, right? So this candle has not closed. Let me see what time this candle is gonna close. Let me just see what time this candle is gonna close on the 4-hour time frame in 2 hours. My goodness. Okay, so this candle is gonna close in 2 hours. But what we see right now is that it has given us a higher low. It has given us a higher low. So from there on, we're just anticipating price to continue pushing up. All right. Euro JPY also is gonna give us a higher low very soon, right? This candle is gonna close in 2 hours time. Yeah. Let me look at the 1 hour. Yeah. So on the 4-hour time frame, this candle will close in 2 hours time. All right. So we're looking for a continuation towards the upside. Euro USD. Someone asked for Euro USD. Let me just go back to Euro USD. All right. So Euro USD, you see, it's also trying to give us a higher low. So these are going to be setups for today. So Euro USD, we are looking bullish on this one. We are looking bullish. So the impulse has already formed. There's a correction that's forming here. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. So looking to get that correction there and then a continuation towards the upside. All right. GBP USD is about to break. Look at this. It's about to break out. It's about to break out. So I think the setups for today, right? Euro USD, GBP USD, Euro JPY, AUD JPY. CAD JPY is going to be a setup for this week. Euro Pound a setup for this week. All right. Yeah. All right. So Euro USD, there we are. GBP USD is about to break, right? As long as it breaks above the structure, as long as it breaks, you see where it's coming from. It has already tapped the demand zone, right? If you guys want to learn about supply and demand, right, we've got the TD Markets Academy. That is where we teach all of this: supply and demand, order blocks. Order block is just another term for supply and demand. So if you hear someone saying order block, they are talking about supply and demand. And because I'm a little bit old school, I still stick to old school, old school setups and concepts. To me, this is just the demand zone. So we get a break above, then we're looking to push up, right? Euro USD is also about to give us. I wanted to see if it will tap this. I just wanted to see if it will tap this. It seems like it won't tap this. It will just give us a continuation up. And then we've got Euro Yen. So these are the same setups. We've got AUD Yen, right? AUD Yen. I'm in already on this one. My order's been triggered. So I'm going to wait for Euro Yen. GBP USD. I'm looking for a buy on GBP USD. And then Euro USD. Euro USD. All right. So this is how we're looking, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we're looking, right? Great setups. Usually I wouldn't trade on a Monday, right? Usually for myself on a Monday, I would sit down, just observe the markets, waiting for the Monday rush to complete. And then only from Tuesday, that's when I will start to look for some setups. But it seems like we've got really good setups. GBP USD, really good setup. This is a really good setup. So it doesn't look like we're going to break towards the downside, right? Really good setup. Euro Yen. Yeah. So this is where we are right now, guys, right? When will the new platform? Well, the classes are ongoing right now, right? Just that we are gonna, we're gonna just revamp things a little bit. Sometime this week, we're just waiting on the final detail. All right. So sometime this week, we're gonna get that revamp going sometime this week. But the classes are ongoing. Right, they are ongoing. The intermediary advanced class at 3:30 and at 6 p.m. That is our intermediate advanced class, 3:30, 6 p.m. Our beginner classes are at 10 in the morning. So if you want to attend the advanced classes, intermediate advanced classes, 3:30 or 6 p.m. All right. And then when we're going to change, right, we'll give you guys the new times. when we change. It's going to be sometime this week. We're just waiting for the final detail on what we're working on, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So what you can do, guys, you guys can, join now. You guys can join now. You just need an account. Send us an email to care@tdmarkets.com asking to join, for the sessions, and then they will give you guys the details, right? You can join now, and then when the revamp starts, you guys will be part of the revamp, all right? Or you can wait until we give you guys some announcement. Look at that. Look at GBP USD. GBP USD, we've broken out, right? Euro USD, just a matter of time. But yeah, GBP USD, we're now looking to go up, right? Keep a very close eye on that. AUD JPY also, we are now about to go up. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's keep an eye on these setups. This is your lunchtime dose of the trading room. At least the setups are well done, right? Some are medium rare. I mean, AUD JPY is medium rare right now. No, Euro JPY medium rare, AUD JPY well done. GBP USD well done. Euro USD medium rare. So just give it 5 more minutes. You will get the steak. All right. That's it. That's it, guys. That's it for the 12 o'clock. Have a look at these setups. We'll look at some updates later on. All right. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for joining. Let's continue to like, and we'll catch you guys again later on. I'm out. Cheers.